Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industries. This issue is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables. We lead off with tough news this week. One of the country's oldest trade houses, Baddock Bookbinders, has suffered a major fire at its Sydney facility, leaving the company now clearing the debris and waiting on its insurance. Simon Ashmore, managing director of the business, which is more than 100 years old, said it's our intention to be back up and running as soon as possible. Right now though, Simon said, we're still focused on the cleanup and trying to work out the way ahead. 2 firefighters were actually injured in tackling the blaze at the company's Lewisham factory. The blaze was exacerbated by magnesium blocks used in the trade. It took 15 fire trucks and 60 firefighters a few hours to tackle the blaze. Baddock Bookbinders, a specialist binding house founded by Baddock at the beginning of the previous century, and today marries traditional skills with modern techniques. It services the print trade, offers bespoke binding and restoration, and binds student theses. Platypus Print Packaging is aiming to be a leading Australian-owned folding carton printer following its acquisition of the Ovato packaging business. Of the big 3 folding carton printers in Australia, 2, GPI and Westrock, they're US owned, while the third, Opal, is owned by Nippon Paper. Platypus is now the main folding carton printer in Queensland following the acquisition, and following the deal, the Ovato brand will now disappear, with the business becoming part of Platypus Print Packaging. Staffing levels not yet finalised. Like Platypus, the Ovato packaging business is folding carton focused. Ovato's packaging business was a minor part, of course, of the Ovato business overall, less than 10% of revenue, but still a significant size. PepsiCo, for instance, was one of its clients. Ovato Packaging has a couple of B1 sheet-fed presses, including a Heidelberg XL, as well as die cutters and other converting equipment. Aaron Lush, director at Platypus, said the purchase will increase our folding carton manufacturing capacity and allow us to realise the synergies of the 2 businesses. Lush said his 5-year strategic plan was focused on organic growth. However, this acquisition supports our objectives to become a leading Australian-owned folding carton manufacturer. Digital packaging print operation ePac has made the biggest order for HP Indigo ever taken, specifying 50 new presses. They'll be installed at 11 new and 25 existing plants around the world. At least 2 of them are bound for this part of the country, or this part of the world, with ePac set to build a 2nd plant in Australia and New Zealand following the success of the first, which only opened a year ago. Location of the new ANZ plant is yet to be decided. HP Indigo is supplied and supported, of course, by Curry Group in Australia and New Zealand. The ePac Melbourne plant officially opened just 6 months ago with 2 HP Indigo 25Ks and a pouch making line, and has since actually added a 2nd pouch making line. Its managing director, Jason Brown, is one of the speakers at the upcoming Print21 PKN live event on 9th of November, which is focused on digitally printed packaging of all kinds. Go to print21.com.au/live for tickets and details. No more validation is needed on the opportunity for digital printing packaging than the ePac deal. It's going to be an invaluable half day. Finally today, David Procter, widely recognised as a driving force behind Konica Minolta's entry into digital printing here in Australia and its subsequent growth, leaves this week after 20 years representing the company to the print industry, to the commercial print industry. A restructure means Procter, lastly Chief Operating Officer at Konica Minolta, is now looking for new opportunities. As the new century opened, Procter took on the role of establishing Konica Minolta in production print. And he's overseen its growth to a strong position it plays today. The company entered the market at Printex 2003, but really made its big splash at Pacprint 2 years later. At the time, Fuji Xerox, of course, dominated the digital A3 cut sheet market, but over the years, under Procter's direction, Konica Minolta gained the recognition and the trust of local printers, thanks to its technology, of course, its commitment to service and support, and some savvy marketing, eventually challenging for the top spot. That's it for this issue of Print21. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories in full and more, for the only place where you get the essential news for the industry. This is Wayne Robinson signing off for Print21.